Hi, it's Melissa here, and I'm back today as part of the School Memories themed video hop. It's been organised by Christina of Redefine Creative. Thank you so much for including me, Christina. So here we're in New Zealand, and we have a different school year to you. We have our summer. We have 3 months of holidays over summer, or nearly 3 months. More like sort of just under two, I should be saying. But we start our school year in February, so I've already scrapped, I think, all of the back to school photos of the three of my kids that go to school. Two of them go to primary and one goes to preschool. And we are into probably nearly halfway through the third term. We have 4 terms of school here, and we will finish around about mid to early December. So I've just been through my photos, and what I found, and this is actually a calendar from 2017, I think. So it's actually a school calendar, and you can see you're supposed to put stickers on it and everything, and maybe we'll even use some of these, I don't know. But I had ripped out the pages as I used them, and so I had December left. In fact, let's rip that now. Yeah, so you can see it's really handy for the school term, the school year. And what I'm left with is what they did at our school. So our kids go to a Christian school called Kingsview, and they got the kids, they obviously got the school photo, and then they got them to draw or do some art. Actually, I think that's just, everyone would have had that on their calendar, but that's obviously Azaria and that's Sam, so that's Jesus on the cross, if you're wondering what that is. And I thought, rather than throw this away, I really should document it, because it is really cute, and I'd find it hard to throw away pictures like that. So what we're going to do is remove that, and actually, somehow, I might have to do this off camera. I did want to rip it, yeah, because I want that notebook edge, although it looks like the laminated part has won and the wire has been destroyed. But anyway, I think that looks like, yeah, some of it's come apart. So I think that's quite a authentic kind of real edge. Been in a kitchen, so it's a bit splattered, but you get the idea. I'm going to leave that hole there too. I think it would look really good with some twine. Now I have a piece of cardstock that had problems with my silhouette, and it's cut a tiny piece now. I'm going to cover that so it doesn't matter with this. And yeah, this is going to be quite a challenge for me, because this is basically like a large photo, and then I want to do some embellishment. So I'm going to put you onto fast forward and you can watch my process.
Okay, so I am using my September hip kit from 2017, and it features Paige Evans' Turn the Page. And I think I've made one layout already with it. I got the October hip kit after this, and then I had to stop them because I just didn't have enough time to create. I think it's because, I know it's because having 4 kids and working as well, it just kind of pushed me over the edge with time and having time to be creative. And so I had to let it go for a while. So I was just going through the papers and some of the embellishments, and I decided to use the stars. I thought that went really well with a school themed page. So I wanted to put the wider spaced stars at the top and the closer together spaced stars at the bottom. Now, this is challenging for me because that laminated piece of paper is A4 or 8.5 by 11, I think, so it doesn't go all the way to the edge. So what I'm left with, as you'll see soon, is a small white edge that I can't leave it, I have to fill it, so you can kind of see it there. So here I'm just trimming off because I don't need to use all of that paper because it's going to be hidden underneath. I wanted to save it for another project. So I am using double-sided tape here because it's better than that tape roller, and just getting it down. I definitely knew I wanted to line it up on the left side, and yeah, happy with that. So I have put the double-sided tape in quite, not exactly on the edge, so I can tuck things under if I want to. And I'm not, yeah, at the top I do actually, on the top and the bottom. So I really wanted to use that start here that I'd cut out of the cut aparts, but it doesn't make it. I also, you don't see it on camera, but I fiddled around with which die cut or journaling card to write on, and I think I go with the Future is Bright because I thought that fit the school theme. So these little photo corners are by Chamel, and I had to cut that one on the end there on the bottom. Because of that notebook edge, I struggled a bit with placing it, so I fiddled around with it and tried to get it straight. It's not perfect, but it doesn't matter, it's not meant to be about perfection. So here I've got a few things that I love. I wanted to have that big wood veneer star, just fiddling around trying to get the orientation of it correct. I'm really fussy when it comes to those 5-point stars. I want to make sure that it's even, that the point that's meant to be at the top is at the top, etc. So these are the vellum, there's some vellum and some cardstock stickers. They are really lovely. And the more as I was making this layout, I was thinking I really need to get on and use up this kit because it is so beautiful. So you get an alpha, and then those are the cardstock. So they're not transparent. So still thinking that start here is going to make it on, but not sure. And then it's just a case of layering. So at that point I didn't want to waste the other side of that circle. I've tucked the flowers underneath, and these puffy stickers are so beautiful. They've got the most beautiful texture. Just looking at them, trying to work out what I'm going to use. So I was thinking, how girly am I going to make this? It's about both of them. But in the end, I just went with the product I love because it'll end up in the family album and it doesn't really matter. So I knew I wanted to use the word moments. And when I saw family, I thought that would go perfect. I think I've put that on slightly crooked, but once again, it doesn't matter. So here I'm popping this one up on some Stampin' Up! Dimensionals. I love them. I use them right, like there's the edge of them that keeps all the hexagons in. I use that bit as well. I use them up till they're totally gone. So just trying to work out where to layer it. Not wanting to cover up too much of the notebook edge because I love the school feel that it has. So in this hop, we were encouraged to do something a bit different if we felt like it. So I figure that my my scrapping of a page that came from a calendar is a bit different. And I'm really happy to get this one done because that calendar bit has been sitting in my kitchen for since December last year, and I'm just really happy that it can make it into my family scrapbook. So here I wanted to use a moth because I'd used a butterfly at the top, and I am trying to get the similar elements as in puffy sticker at top, puffy sticker at the bottom. These darling little bows are from Amy Tangerine, and I've used a yellow one at the bottom and a pink one at the top. And yeah, they're quite girly, but I just love the textural element that they add to my page. So here I'm still going through all of the embellishments. I think I got the Project Life kit and the main kit, which is why I've got a few items I wouldn't normally have, like the 3x4 and 4x6 cards. Now I did think about using these little books of, I think they're 2x2, and I thought about somehow using them down the side of that page to cover that white piece, but yeah, I imagine like a patchwork, but it wasn't going to look right. So I'm just going through, I think, still looking at embellishments. And then I found this piece is the branding strip from that star paper. And it's also the B side, or I can't remember if it's A or B. Anyway, the other side of that paper. And I thought it's going to work perfectly. It's like a little chevron. I thought, do I leave it over the top or tuck it under? I decided to tuck it under. I don't show you the whole faffing around with trying to get it under there, I hope. But I just used some glue, and then I had to lift up that piece. It's quite solid because it's been laminated, and just tuck it under quickly because that glue is a quick dry. So I'm loving how that's looking, and then I had this bit left over, so I thought maybe I can use this somehow as well. So I trimmed off the edge, and then I just instinctively put it there, and I love how it looks. So I didn't overthink it, just got it down, and I think it provides a really nice anchoring spot for my journaling. Now there is a little hole from I don't know why it has a hole at the top, but it's like where you hang it up for when you buy it. Branding, not branding. You know what I mean? When you buy something off a rack. And then I put the twine in, and then I thought I'm gonna fiddle around with the twine and not just have it. I'd normally just cut it off and have it sort of floating, but I just use my stapler to add some texture. I like how that looks. So now for my journaling, just putting about the calendar for fundraising and the year that it was, because I don't think it has it anywhere on there. Has it on the back actually, but we've covered that up. And now I'm just having another look. I wanted to add something else. I needed some embellishment by that journaling, but not too much. And then I saw this little alpha, and I thought, why don't I put their names by each of their pictures, because in the future I might not remember who did which one. So I put Sam there, and Azaria, I didn't want to put her full name because Azaria uses 3 A's. We call it Zuzzy or Zuz, so I put that because it's using up Z's and U's, which is always good. And then there were these 2 little like gingerbread men, or woman and man, and I thought I'd add them with each, girl with the girl and boy with the boy. And then what did I find? Oh yeah, little hearts, really cute. I had to get my little tweezers out to be able to get them down. Not sure why my head is appearing in this. Since I changed my setup, I've never had that happen, so it just could be because it's been so long since I did any filming. So there I've got another couple of wood veneer pieces just to add in, little tiny ones, and then I put some foam behind my journaling just to add some dimension. And then it had these, I don't know what they're called, but they go with that word. What's that? New day, like a flourish. And so I thought that would look really good just next to that journaling card. And then I have some close-ups. So I hope you enjoyed this. Christina, thank you so much for including me. And yeah, make sure you hop along. The details are below.